All right, guys, welcome to another LB South Texas Golf Podcast, episode 219. Now, tonight is one of the local golf content creators out here, Jordain Johnson. Now, he's one of my new FOREBROS. Got a chance to know him and speak to him a little bit. We're going to get to know him a little bit more tonight. I'm so thankful that he's going to be on the show, and you might have seen him out there on SA Golfers. Somebody that brings the great vibes, positive influences, especially in this golf game. And I'm so thankful that he's going to be on the show tonight. And again, he's going to give his insight and see what his hopes and dreams are in regards to creating some content. Before we kick things off here, let's go ahead and pay a few bills. Guys, we're coming live from the Texas Chancla Studios. Big ups to my guy, Jesse Hernandez. Make sure you hit him up at jessehernandezlaw.com. All right. He is leaving those chanclas all over the place. He's smacking up the other lawyers. All right. He's taking names. He's one of the best people out there. He fights for you. You can hit him up at 210-807-8656 or hit him up at jessehernandezlaw.com. We're coming live from the Texas Chancla Studios. And guys, don't forget, guys, if you don't know why Jesse Hernandez does what he does, why he's one of, if not the best criminal defense attorney here in San Antonio area, and he goes all out. I see him out there in Dilley. He's from Lido. He'll go up to Austin. He goes down to Laredo, the Valley. He goes everywhere. He will go everywhere to fight for you. He said it in one of his posts. I remember his mom didn't like that he was a criminal defense attorney. And she said, "Why, mijo? Why are you a criminal defense attorney? Why do you fight for the bad people?" And he said, "Mom, I fight for the people that can't fight for themselves." And I thought that was so freaking beautiful. And that's why I knew that he was somebody that I would appreciate his sponsorship and to be connected to. He's such a great guy, and he'll fight for you. That's the Texas Chancla. We're coming live from the Texas Chancla Studios. Make sure you hit him up at jessehernandezlaw.com. One of the best, if not the best in the game. And also, guys, we're presented by FOREBROS Tour. Never golf alone again. If you don't have a home, FOREBROS Tour has a home for you. We got net games. We got gross, king of the par 3. We have our Summer Cup coming up. It's going to be out in Scottsdale. Summer Cup will be coming up here. And, man, we got a lot of great stuff. The best schedule in the game. We keep zero of the dollars. We keep zero membership fees. It all goes back to our members. We're a member-first organization. No cookies here. We play all over. We play Randolph. We play Gateway. We play Golf Club of Texas. We play Comanche Trace. We played out at River Crossing, Cedar Creek. Man, we played everywhere. Silverhorn, La Cantera. Man, guys, it's endless, and we're so thankful for Jeremiah Sierra. We're thankful to our board for all the work they do, seen and unseen. FOREBROS Tour, never golf alone again. All right, let's kick off this intro right here, and then we'll bring on our man, Jordan.
This fairway Ed from Christie, Texas. Oh, you're listening to Nothing is OB.
Man, this game is crazy. You know, you come out here 1 week, you look like a major champion. The next week, you look like a 25 handicapper from Crabapple, North Dakota.
Right there, my Alice boys.
Let's go.
3 shots, 4 par, I just do 2, 1 putt, putt for a birdie, woohoo, new driver, info,
My
replace,
interviews,
M2, putt
gonna have a banger for you.
Think I'll try to get on into, stop right, good line, good view, it drew, shooter McGavin, 2 thumbs that's up high and 2 fingers pointed at you, pew pew, fairway to green, conk off that I'm playing, sometimes these par 3 green look like an island, I plunge and keep it on dry land, at least I'm at.
And that's it, we're here. My dog, Jordan, how we doing tonight, my brother? How we doing, my brother?
I'm good, man. I'm sorry. I'm still a little laggy.
It's okay, man. Hey, we'll catch up. We'll be good. It's straight. We'll be all right, man. Don't worry. I pay bills. We'll be good. Just don't make any sudden, quick movements right here.
Yeah, I just gotta go froze. You know, I feel like I'm on an ESPN broadcast.
Well, you know what? It's like I do live near Section 8 housing, so hey, like I tell everybody, it's not you, it's me. All right.
Hey, that whatever works. You know, if you want to take the blame, I'm cool with that.
How we doing tonight, my brother?
We're good, man. We're good. We're live. We're here. I'm just just got the kids, ready for bed, just dealing with life, but everything's good so far.
Oh, hey, right, dude. And you know what? Sometimes life wins, bro. But I love your shirt right there, dude. Hey, dude,
You know,
I'm a true believer, my man. I'm a true believer, dude.
I felt like it was very fitting for the moment.
I did. Hey, you know what? It's like, well, what it was like. What do you tell people, or what I tell people a lot sometimes? You need Jesus. Like you need Jesus, and you're like, you're like,
Hey, all glory be to him. First thing first.
okay, okay. Before we kick things off here, I have I have Jordain Johnson. He's a local golf content creator. Just so you know, he's not a San Antonio guy. He's out there in New Braunfels. All right, he's not. You know, he's out there. He's on the skirts. He's on the outskirts. He's on the outside looking in right here, right to San Antonio. And so, real quick, before we kick things off, do you ever pray when you're on the golf course?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I think that's before you even get started in anything you do, I think you got to walk into it, and that's like the first step because you gotta be first of all you got to be grateful that you're out there, and then secondly you gotta give hope and that you don't get no injuries. Praying that you don't we everybody gets injuries now for all kinds of stuff. So self-inflicting things that I want to make sure that I'm praying over myself. And been thankful for the moment that I'm out there for sure.
See, like I had somebody on the show, right? I had somebody on the show. He's an instructor for On Par Golf. His name was Jesse, and he asked me that one time. He said, "Andy, do you ever pray when you're on the course?" And I said, "Man," I said, "if people see my golf swing, they think my golf swing needs Jesus. Like I mean, they think it needs Jesus." And that hit me really hard, right? Because I never thought about bringing Jesus into bringing God into the game of golf. And I'm like, I don't know why. Like all these years, I'm like, I have no idea why I never did it.
Yeah, I think that for the most part too, right? Like, think about how many people you talk to on the golf course that you meet on the golf course. Been able to share whatever testimony it is that you have already walked through, or that they may be walking through. You don't know. It could also help somebody else's, else in their walk of faith too. So I think just bringing it up maybe and praying out there, it's always a blessing to try to connect with people on a level that is sometimes uncomfortable.
Dude, hey, because that's where the right, that's where the growth happen. That's where the growth happens, right, baby? Is in those uncomfortable moments, right?
Yeah,
So
absolutely. I mean, that's where we. I mean, that's like raising a kid. It's uncomfortable, but sometimes that's the best way they're gonna learn.
oh man, dude, and you know what? Life always wins, bro. But I'm glad we get to be on tonight. A lot of people tell me that you don't put a lot. They tell me they're like, Andy, how come you don't put out more golf swing content? And I said, it's kind of like looking at yourself in the mirror naked, right? And I'm like, I don't want to see it. Like I don't like hey, I don't want to see myself naked in the mirror. It's like I don't want to see my golf swing either. But you know what?
Yeah.
You put your golf swing out there and you do and you put it out a lot. And I think you do a good job of I think you make it quick. You do a good job of editing and I like to watch your stuff. I like to watch your stuff and tell us like when you put out a hole, how long does that take?
Um, so you want to know from the time that I start editing and to the time that I'm
Cuz
you itself, or you want to know
cuz if
progression
any
of being on the course?
Because if anybody understands when you're behind the computer, when you're on the computer, that's probably the toughest part about putting everything is the editing.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think just if we are just going from just the editing in itself, start to finish, I mean, it'll probably take me 30 to 45 minutes if I'm really locked in. But if I'm getting distracted, then that video could take anywhere from, an hour to, hour and a half. But usually I've gotten in a groove now to where everything's muscle memory. So now it's like, throw a tracer on there real quick, go ahead and make sure I get my scorecard, edit all this. But from start to finish, generally speaking, and it's only, the videos are about a minute and a half is what I'm aiming for, right? Especially for platforms such as like Instagram and, Reels, TikTok, all this stuff. All of these have to be short span videos to catch the audience's attention. Otherwise, if it's not YouTube related, then you're gonna lose that traction. So about 30 to 45 minutes, but hour and a half max per video.
See, and so I'm there with you, right? It's the adult. What is it? The adult attention of adult, right? Like the time span, right? As they say, it's like what is it like? I guess 90 seconds, right? Or it's like, and so hey, if you keep it in like, and I think that's on the high end, right? 90 seconds. And so if you keep it anything under 90 seconds, like somebody could battle it out, right? And I'm waiting. I've been waiting for you to hit a bad golf shot, and you know what? I saw it the other day, and I was like this. Man, hey, I wasn't rejoicing in your horror, but I was like, this guy is human. You know, he is human. You know, he is human.
That yeah, and that's something I want to do too. Is like post relatable content. Like, yeah, it's cool to make eagles and birdies and have really good and post really good scores throughout the round. But I mean, I think that we have so many people that are just now coming into the game of golf that it's so fresh, and we see new faces all the time. People walking around now that are like, how do I gain a handicap, or what does a handicap look like, like those things. Like, I want to make sure that I'm posting relatable content. If I hit a bad shot, no, I don't want to hide that or redo it, or no, I want to be authentically myself. And I'll tell you, when I started first posting content, I was not good whatsoever, and it was a leap of faith, 1,000%.
Well, I think it is too. You know, I was talking with this guy. This one guy reached out to me that he's filming a golf movie here in San Antonio, and it's cool. I can't wait. I can't wait till he starts production on it. It's called The Back Nine, and I'm like, I already like the name. I like the sound of it, and he was telling me a little bit about it, and I'm like, I said, dude, I like it, and he was talking about some of the movies early in his career making it. And then he said, oh, kind of like you. I said, I'm sure your podcast at the beginning. And I said, yeah, we're at 219 right now, and I've done several other little side shows along the way. I might be touching more likely 300, but I go back and the guy who helped me was a film guy, right? And he goes, I'm going to tell you, the most important thing is get content out there and just try to get better at it, because it's not going to be perfect. I know you want your first video to be like, this big hit, whatever. And he goes, you know what? It's not. It's not, but it's like once you get content out there, and then hey, you can see how you can always do things better, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I think you said it there too. Like, good or bad, no matter what, you need to post it. If that's something that you're trying to get accomplished, I think a lot of people are scared to post the bad shots because, I mean, it's going to be negative feedback 9 times out of 10. And that's just the truth behind it. Or somebody might be really in tune with what you're doing, and they might say, oh man, that's relatable. I just did that on Saturday last week. And I see people that are online doing the same thing. As if you're not posting the content, then if it's something that you want to accomplish, right? Because not everybody is comfortable behind that camera on the golf course too, and there's a lot of pressure that comes with that I think a lot of people don't actually talk about, or you'll see it in full length YouTube videos. But there's you got to stay consistent is the biggest part for me.
See, and I agree, right? Like, so that's the thing with me. It's like I think that was one of my golf goals for the year was to put out at least one episode a week, right? One show a week. And with my schedule, I'm like, man, it's like I gotta just like too short, baby. I gotta just get in where I fit in. You know what I mean? Hey, I got games Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, shows normally Wednesday. You know what? We're gonna go on a special night. It's like and then all my friends are like, ching out, man. Every night's like a special night. I said, well, you know what? The golf podcast, it's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. Like it's
Never know.
Hey, say Saturday morning. Hey, watching cartoons. Nothing is nothing is OB going live.
Nothing is OB, but Tom and Jerry is on in the background. You know what I mean? There ain't nothing wrong with it.
Bro, they can't even show Tom and Jerry no more, dude. It's too offensive.
Man, you better check it out. My son loved to watch it on Netflix, and I'm the first to admit it. I showed him cartoons, and Tom and Jerry had to be in there, had to be in the mix.
You know what? Like growing up, dude, Tom was the cat, right? And Jerry's the mouse.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I always liked Jerry, right? Because Jerry would always win. But now as I've gotten older, I'm like, I sympathize with Tom, bro. Like, I'm like, dude, like
Yeah.
screw that little mouse, dude. Like I want his ass. Like I want his ass. Like, nah, dude, like I'm coming after you.
Yeah, he was hiding behind it a lot for sure. He was getting away with a lot of stuff he shouldn't have been getting away with. But hey, neither here nor there. That's why they say, a mouse is quiet as a church house mouse.
Bro.
Um,
So let's get into you, man.
yeah.
Tell us how you got into this golf game and how you found golf or how golf found you. And I always want to hear everybody's golf testimony, right? And how they fell for this game because on the reels, I try my best to support a lot of people, right? Like, don't get me wrong, growing up Mexicano, like it's ingrained to you to never be happy for another Mexicano, right? Never be happy for another person, right? Like we're grown like, hey, like they got the, like I mean, it's ingrained in us to hate on people, and so
Yeah.
I do that a lot, but I always want to be the one person. I said I always want to try to help the next guy and support the next guy because sometimes I see on your videos and you know what, I see people just talking shit to you, and I'm like bro, like we have a choice. Hey, you can like it or you can not like it, or you can just be whatever. But I'm like, I kind of like the trolls too because I'm like this, like that means hey, you wait, you watch the whole video. You know what I mean? Like, you know what? Like it's like I got you,
Thank you
got
for
him.
watching.
Yeah, thank you for watching.
I appreciate the traction on the video because that's exactly what I wanted. Good or bad feedback, thank you. I appreciate you for coming in here and interacting with me.
Exactly. So exactly because you know what? That's why I gravitated to you and your videos because you know what? I like what I like, and then I'm not going to support what I don't like. And so
Fair. Yeah.
I want to know how we got here.
First of all, thank you for the appreciation and watching the videos. That's like first things first, right? But a little bit about how I got into golf. Really, I was like 12 years old, and my grandpa up in Tulsa, Oklahoma. Shout out to my grandpa, uncle or grandpa Lennox. I don't know. He probably not watching this, but whatever. He gave me my first set of golf clubs at 12 years old. Some old school Knights, and I really played on and off. I had a couple friends growing up who played in high school, but then in 2004, I graduated in 2008. That wasn't cool at the time. So that's kind of what got me into it. And then, fast forward, of course, moved down here to San Antonio, Central Texas area, right around like 2012, and picked it up as a hobby, not really as strong because I had a real passion for basketball. So that was kind of my first love, so to speak, in sports. And then moved to COVID, of course, boom, start firing it off. And got real heavy into watching YouTube golf, just real invested in the sport. And it was more so like the competitive nature of the sport, right? But also like the love that I grew for the game and how honest it keeps you and what it can do for your mental stability. I don't think people talk a lot about how golf can really, if you start to process life like you process golf, you can really slow down your mental focus, or if you're having some kind of anxiety, you can figure out a way to walk through that if you start manipulating your mind into thinking that this is life as a golf course, and that's the I can't remember what the rapper was that said it. He was in the pro-am and they were walking at Bay Hill. Can't remember his name, but he was walking and he said it's like life is golf. You live and you learn. You're gonna hit bad shots, but you got to learn how to overcome that. So I think that that's the same thing. Either way it goes, for any kind of way that you interpret what golf is for you, that is what it is for me, and that's a little bit about my story and how I've grown to be where I am for the love of the game now.
And I'm gonna tell you, and I think that's kind of where I guess that's where I say, you know what, I'm constantly a bullshitter, right? So I can see through the bullshit. That's why a lot of times when I'm on SA Golfers, I can always say, hey, like a clown knows what another clown looks like. You know what I'm like this? I was like, hey man, you're a clown. He goes, don't call me a clown. I said, you know what? No, when you put the makeup on and everything, you know what another clown looks like, right? So
Yeah.
I constantly say that, and so I like to think I can see through the bullshit, right? And I choose to follow people that have a genuine love for the game, like love for the game. You said mental health, right? I started this podcast in 2018 because I think my dad, being a Vietnam vet, came back in '69. He's played golf once a week ever since he came back from Vietnam, and I think without him knowing it, it was his saving grace. It was his safe space, and it, like you said, I think it gave him that mental health, right? And it gave him the ability to fight those demons, right?
Yeah.
And so, and I think that's the thing. A lot of times, people can get the realness through through your videos and through your content, and then people can also see that people are fake through them as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's what's part of being like once that camera comes on, you can't change who you are. We're not in Hollywood being actors for a movie role. You're on a golf course authentically being yourself. And I just want to circle back to something too, because we were talking about the mental health of it, and like not knowing that golf can be your saving grace. You mentioned that about your dad. That in itself, and I'm gonna bring this up because it just got brought up just recently. That in itself is why, to me, pace of play is not as important as people say it is.
Hey,
Because you are spending time out there with your buddies, and that's bonding time, that's growth time, that's conversation time. Sometimes that's men therapy or women therapy or whoever is out on the course, because the game has grown so much. That in itself is a part of the game, and that's why we shouldn't be speeding it up.
okay. I'm gonna write a big ass pace of play on here, right? Okay, because we got to get back. Well, hey, hey, okay, let's go, bro. We'll get there, right? I'm putting a big. I keep a lot of notes right here. I keep a lot of notes. I keep a lot of notes right here. So we're gonna get back to that one, and
Absolutely.
I agree with you because I see it both ways, right? Like I see it both ways, and I've been on the other side of. I've been on both sides, right? And I'm like, hey, bro, I know the elections were on Tuesday, but let's leave politics out of this, right? Let's leave golf politics out of this shit.
Fair.
And so, in that regards, all right, I'm a coach. I'm a short ass dude, but damn, I love the basketball too. And so, man, I love to play flag football. I love the ball. Hey, Muggsy, baby, the Charlotte Hornets, baby. And
There we go.
I couldn't. I take shit personal, right? And so when I'm on the flag football field, hey, I'll take it personal. When I'm out there playing pickup basketball at LA Fitness, and dude, I'm setting screens, I'm calling backdoor cuts. Hey, ISO, hey, drop down. I'm calling, hey, watch the screen left, go over the top, ISO. You know what I mean? Like I take it,
Yeah.
I take shit to heart, right? That's why I can't do that no more, because I'm hurting, and I'm sure just like you and me, bro. Time is money, bro. Like we can't miss work, bro. Like time is money, dude.
Yeah.
And so golf still gives me that that competitive itch I can scratch. That somehow I still feel like I could bring something to the table.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's the biggest thing about the sport too, because I don't care who you go play with, what foursome, what buddies, maybe your dad, your grandpa. No matter what, y'all are out there to beat each other, whether you realize it or not. Because 9 times out of 10, you're asking them, "What'd you get on that hole? What'd you get on that hole?" That's not for purpose of saying like, "Hey, I'm just keeping score." No, that's a competitive nature that we all don't realize that we have, and it's there. It's like an unconscious thing that you're still doing. Is you're still competing, and I think that that's the biggest thing about anybody who's any of us who are middle aged, especially. I'm 35, so like I can't hoop as much as I want to anymore, because if I do that, it might affect my golf game.
Right? It's like this. Hey, you know what? I'm just gonna work. I'm just gonna take some shots, right? Like, nah. Like, hey, are you running, man? You running? I'm like this. Nah. Hey, no, not me. Not. I'm good. Thank you, bro. I'm good.
No, I didn't bring my shoes to lace them up this time. I'm
I'm,
sorry.
I'm over there.
I specifically.
I'm over there in my damn New Balances, my gray New Balances, my damn orthopedic Brooks Ghost shoes over there. Like, like hell no, right here. Got some comments right here, everybody. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. I got my dog Jordan on the show, and one of the guys that always brings it and brings nothing but positivity to the game of golf here in the SA and greater SA area. I got Liz Jordan right here. LFG, let's fucking go right there. Liz Jordan, who's that?
Let's go. That's Jordan. That's that's one of the homies here.
Right here. And then Joseph Vega, another content creator right here. Hey, Cat Williams. It was Cat Williams that said that. Said that at
Cat
Pebble Beach.
Williams. That's who it was.
Right?
Okay, I said rapper. It was really a comedian. My fault.
dude. And so you know what, like he goes, I don't hit nothing but two and some change off the tee box, and I'm like, like,
Yeah,
and I love that, right? Like I'm glad because besides Cat bringing all the Diddy Gate and everything out to the forefront, you know what? Again, he was talking about how popular golf is and bringing that
yeah,
out to the forefront. And I'm just like, thank you. But I also kind of don't like it because I feel like people are like, hey, this is my shit. This is my thing. Like I like there's some people out there and like at San Pedro, dude, the other day I was out there, the other night I was out there, there was like an eight some and I'm like, bro, like, hey, pace of play, like, bro, like
see,
I'm trying to hit it and quit it. Like I'm trying to just
yeah,
scratch the itch a little bit. But I'm
yeah,
here.
fair.
I'm in a threesome waiting behind eight dudes on the tee box.
See now that's where we got to draw the lines because 8 people off the tee box is just like we got to have some kind of golf etiquette and controlling the game. But that's also I think has a lot to do with the courses or
The
whatever
management, course
establishment
management, yeah.
jamming those tee times in, trying to make as much revenue as they can, and not really thinking about the game and the pace of play. And then you got marshals that don't really regulate it as good as they should, and some of them. I've met a lot of marshals that are buttholes, and I think that if it comes across the right way, I think that the message gets delivered a lot better.
I think so too. Like and that's one of the things, right? I gave one of my good buddies who's a general manager at one of the courses. I gave him a heads up because I got a little video coming out that I said, I don't want you to think I'm going after you because I'm not. I said, I want you to know that I'm stating the video just like I'm trying to propose a question to the people who golf and who love the game. And I said, and he goes, anything I can help you with? And I said, it's something that you could have helped me with, but you've chosen not to. I said, but again, you've always been a good friend to me. Don't think I'm coming after you. You know what I mean? Like I'm just giving him the heads
Yeah,
up because I don't want him to think, because I valued his friendship, but he's a company man. And so I get it. You got to take care of you and yours, and you don't jeopardize that, and you don't shit where you eat. And you know what? And I
yeah.
get that, right? So I said, I gave him a courtesy. And I said, when it comes out, don't be surprised and think that I'm coming after you. And he's like, fair enough, and I appreciate it. But hey, let's get back to you, Jordan. Let's get back to you. So, with
Yeah.
with your grandfather, the game, and now COVID, and now you know what? It's something that you can do and still scratch that competitive itch, and you can grind it.
Yeah. So and from there, I think just taking it a step farther, like walking into the content creation, um, I think that just came from like I was like, man, I have to showcase, that even bad golf can still be fun, right? And then over the time, I have been like grinding. I'm talking about range session every day. At least once a day is what I'm looking to do. And then it's just I went and got a lesson, and that's something that wasn't that I wish I would have done earlier. And when I got into the game,
Who did you
was
get? Who
when
did
it
you get
got
it with? Who'd you get it with? I don't mean to cut you off, but who did you get it with?
yeah, I got it with my guy Eric Lilac. He's over at David Ogren here in New
Okay, yeah,
Braunfels.
David O. Okay,
Yeah, yeah, and he has a really good golf background himself. He went to uh, Loyola. I'm sorry, is
yeah,
it
Loyola.
in Chicago? So he played golf there, and then he himself is still trying to make it on the Champions Tour. So it was a really good lesson, and you hear a lot of people give you critiques or give you little snippets here and there whenever you're on the golf course, and it doesn't register until you actually go get that lesson. So after and I posted that's on my YouTube channel too, was that first lesson I got. After that is when I really fell in love with the game because it was so much more to the game that I was like, I'm too competitive to be this trash. And putting that on camera was hard for me. It was really hard. I didn't know because I was like, man, I'm trying to get something accomplished, and I look terrible. You get ready you're editing something, you're looking at your stuff, you're like, man, I don't want to post this. This isn't something that I'm looking forward to doing. So going into that, so my fire from basketball and passion put that all into golf, and then you start to throw the mental aspect of it, of helping me slow my mind down. I know I have some form of ADHD. I don't know what it is, but
I
uh,
think I think we all do. I did, man. I know my ass does.
yeah, I don't know what it is, but it's helped a lot, and it's I'm excited for what's to come in the future, especially with my dog Ryan, of course. We'll be shooting some stuff outside of FOREBROS, but
And we'll get to that too. We'll get to that too. Hey, again, man, you know what? Hey, the connection's bad. Jordan, I'm sorry. I think we've lost.
okay, that's what happened. That's why I was lagging earlier.
No, man.
That makes sense.
And I get you, right? And I'm telling you, I think that's the biggest thing, right? Is that as long as I tell people when I started the podcast, and they said, oh, because everybody and their mother has a podcast nowadays, right? And I said, oh, I started mine in 2018. They're like, damn, they had podcasts back then. And I said, yeah, right. Like I was lugging all my shit around with me from course to course, like setting stuff up
Yeah,
just to get a bad audio, you know what I mean, recorded with somebody. And so,
yeah.
like, I'd love to hear that though. I love to hear that like you saw yourself, and like I think that's the thing too with this game. We don't want to ask for help, right? But when you get that help, like it's better than getting that brand new driver. Like take a lesson. Like here, save some money, take a lesson, like save 600 bills.
There's no reason to put the money into the technology if your swing is still the same. Just because you wouldn't purchase a new piece of equipment, don't mean you purchase some new mechanics.
I don't know, man. I don't know. The Tyler's GT, I think it came with some, but I think it left it in the box. I think I left it in the box.
Hey, it was written on the instruction manual, huh?
You know what? It's the website, dude. But that's what happens when you buy it off the back of the truck, bro. That's what happened. I didn't
Yeah.
get the box, right? I didn't get that shit. So Jordan, as you created this content, you take a lesson. You know what? Where is it that you wanted to do more with it?
Um, what is it that I want to do more with
Oh
it?
yeah, or when was it that you knew you wanted to do more in regards to the posting and to the editing and to the commentary, and everything that comes with putting out a good product or good visual product.
I think I would say right around like 2020 ish is when I was really wanting to like kick it into gear. But I really, really got consistent the beginning of last year, really. So the beginning of 2025 was whenever I started getting really consistent with it, and it came from a place of like, okay, Jordan, if you're going to go into it, don't go into it 1 foot in, 1 foot out. You got to jump into it wholeheartedly with passion and show that this is what you want to do, right? Like, and 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 you just can't be, again, this is like kind of going back to earlier, but like you can't be nervous or scared to post that content even if it's bad. But going into it now, like now is like time for me to start kicking it into gear on the YouTube side and start getting more long formed videos of what I want to be competitive golf, but still like friendly banter, good nature, just showing a good time, and also try to incorporate Jesus and God in those moments as well, so that we can have a sustainable conversation and try to grow that relationship too over the course of 18 holes.
And I think the thing is too. It's like, what type of golfer are you? Like what is like you think that you bring to the table in regards to like a foursome? Like what is definitely something that you're bringing to the table? Maybe not in regards to the golf game, but just like what is something that you're gonna bring every time you go out there?
The mojo and the positivity, right? Like for me, that's like you have a foursome, or you have one or two people in there that'll hit bad shots and they get upset with themselves, and it's like, it's fine, dude. Don't. Let's not throw off the vibes. Let's keep the vibes high. Let's make sure that we're keeping our mental attitude in a positive manner, and like exerting that in a way that doesn't come off to where it rubs off wrong against the team. Like for me, it's just that's what I bring to the table, is just that positivity, and trying to create some conversation in the time to learn about whoever I'm playing with too. So.
I think the thing is that when you do that, and you see why I guess a lot of business deals did happen on the golf course. I don't know, maybe as many, right, because of social media and doing this, right? You don't have to do it in person, but I think you learn a lot about somebody in 4.5 hours, right, or 5 hours, and you see you.
I think got some of mess up with my best friends in the matter of that 4.5 hours, man. Just the people that came into it with strangers and we left brothers.
Yeah, and the thing is, you learn a lot about somebody. Do you play it as it is? Do you play it as it lies?
Yeah.
Do you tell somebody that you had to take a drop when weren't even watching you? I said, "Oh man, I got a six back there. I had to take a drop, man. You know what?" Or, "Hey man, the ball moved, and they just kind of take a look. Oh, bro, you're good. Whatever, right? You know what I mean? Like things like that. And I
Yeah.
think you learn a lot about somebody, and you know what? It's like me. Like I will say somebody has a good shot, but at the same time, I'm gonna give you shit. Like I'm gonna put it in your mind to where you're thinking about it, or especially after you yank it, I'm gonna talk shit to you. Like I'm just like I'm that
Oh yeah.
guy. I'm that guy. And
Oh, yeah.
one of my boys, and who's a board member, Charlie Gade, he said one time years back, he goes, "Man, I was playing horrible." He goes, "Bro, you can't talk shit if you're gonna play bad golf." And I said, "Charlie, that's all I have. Like whether I play good golf or bad golf, I'm talking shit. Like I'm talking shit."
What else am I supposed to do right now? Figure out some way to slow down the bleeding. The bleeding has got to stop, I'm with you too, especially if if we're playing like Ryan and I, for instance, like I'm gonna tell you, like, man, ew, you pulled that one a little bit. It's gonna be really, some of my boys like, oh, you might have pushed that one a little bit, and they're like, no, it's still good. I'm like, it might be, it might be up. I don't know. We'll see. It's very, very quick. It's just something to trigger your mindset because if you can't control that, then you kind of automatically beat.
It's like this. It's like you turn so quick, you get freaking whiplash. It's like what. And my
Yeah,
boy, like
ready,
super
ready to
passive,
duke it out.
super passive aggressive. And I'm like,
Yeah.
just the way I like it. Like like he's like I tell him something, he think okay, yeah, you know, and he's like this. He goes, "Oh, thanks, man," and it's like I don't know whether to take that as a compliment or a diss. And I said, however you take it, that's how I meant it. And it's
That's how
like,
I meant it. You do that. You do with that decision as you want to.
so okay, so tell me, man. So as you're making this journey into creating content, are you happy about how it's gone so far?
Yeah, I am. I definitely think that what you put out, what you put into it is what you get out. So I definitely I'm happy with where it's at. Of course, it could always be better. It can always grow. There's things that I feel like I could do a little better, just as far as playing. But with the content, it's mostly like a passion that I love, right? And as long as sometimes I sit there and I start editing and I just get in this zone and like I might be smiling at my phone. My wife probably thinks I'm smile texting somebody, but the whole time I'm just happy because I'm just in the groove of feeling like I'm getting something accomplished. So I definitely have a sense of urgency right now in wanting to grow my following on the socials. And that's just simply because I do want to grow what I'm trying to do. And then once I start to get, maybe a larger audience, start to pursue something that can, be a little bit more inspirational or have a little bit more depth and meaning behind it. Maybe if that's just, cart cam conversations, like what's Scotty's caddy's
Oh,
name?
Ted
He
Scott,
does
yeah.
this. Yeah, he does the Sunday sermons, like something like that, but on the golf course. I think that would be something that I would be, inspired to keep pushing towards, and also, create a little bit of fun content too, right? Because like everybody, like Bob does sports, everybody loves those guys.
Dude, like, okay, I'm glad you let it there. See, bro, you got a knack for this. You got a knack for this shit. You're
Yeah,
leading me down the right conversations over here. But so that was my next thing for you, because I know who were my inspirations, right? In order to get into the podcast game, they were Golficity, Mike and Frank up north. They were Barstool guys. They were the caddy and Matty and the caddy.
yeah.
And Michael Collins. And so it's just like those were my inspirations, right? I'm trying to do it like as a mixture of that. Who have been the ones that were like inspired you to want to just put content out there?
I mean, honestly, I was watching. This is gonna might age me a little bit, but I was watching Garrett Clark do trick shots whenever he first started
Oh,
coming
damn.
up whenever and that's like OG, right? But then I started paying attention to the world, to the YouTube content world as it's grown, and like I mean, and let's just be honest, there's not a whole bunch of diversity
Thank
in
you.
the
Thank
in
you.
in the in the content world in itself. So I think that was something also that I wanted to do, in as far as just like showing that there can be some diversity on the course, and it doesn't have to just be this one dimensional thing. And we can still have good golf etiquette, and people think that it's and this is just me like talking about the stereotype now, right? Like this is just me kind of going down that path, but like really bringing it to it and showing a different side of the golf game and talking about different childhoods and stuff like that, or how you got here. Because in my world, there aren't a lot of African American YouTube golfers that you see that are in the mainstream form. Besides Roger Steele, or there's a couple of other the Atlanta
Eric Lottery, Eric, right?
Eric Lottery, but you
Yeah.
don't really see him doing any long form YouTube content. He does a lot of the really good stuff too. Like I love him, by the way.
My song, That's Golf Bro, That's Golf Bro by
Yeah,
Rory Blackaroy. I think he was one of the guys. He's Dallas, he's out of Dallas.
yeah, yeah,
I'm glad you said that because again, this gentleman that I spoke with last night, I call it behind closed doors, but I'm okay with that. I call it behind closed doors, but I say it's the golf KKK. That's what I call it. That's what I say.
yeah,
That's what I say. That's what I say it, right? And again, I'm not trying to hate because I'm all about the ELE. Everybody love everybody, and I'm not trying to say, what we do get some eyes and we do get some looks when you come to courses. And I think that's why I love the brothers and four bros that maybe that much more because it's like, man, like this guy sees me and he goes, man, you're a piece of shit today. You're going to be a piece of shit tomorrow. You know what I mean? It's like, you're my
yeah,
brother. And so, and I love that. And I think they've opened up another side to me I said, hey, you've made me want to love again, right? You know what I mean? It's like
yeah,
you make me want to want to know more, right? But I'm glad you said that because Rudy J, who's a good buddy of mine and he's a local sports anchor here in town, and we filmed a couple of things together. He said it the other day, and he said, hey, where's my black folk at? Like he said that, like he goes, I know black people, but he's like, where are they at? Like, how come they don't come out like for me or for us? Like, how come they don't come out?
yeah.
And that's one thing I wanted to ask you. Do you feel that like is there that I guess that stereotype, or do you feel like even like can what I say your people, can the black community? Do you feel like they support you?
Um, I have to be very careful with this answer because I feel like it could,
But you understand what I'm saying, right? And again, like
yeah,
I can't just chat GBT everything, and people are like, Andy, oh, you said it. So, and I said, no, I'm trying to tell you what's on my mind without. I hope you take zero offense to it because it's not coming
yeah.
from
No,
it's not coming
not
from
at
an
all.
ugly
No,
place.
no, zero offense. So I will say, I feel like in the black community, you will see a lot of people not rooting on somebody else loudly, but they'll do it quietly. And I think that that is where a lot of the difference falls in celebrating each other, right? Because I think that if you took race out of it and everybody was one color, would you still celebrate the same person if it wasn't, a family member, or if it was something that you were just interested in? So I do feel like there is sort of some dynamic. I don't. I will say I feel like the support comes, but it's in a different fashion. Um, because if you're doing something that somebody is also wanting to accomplish, it kind of comes off sometimes as like, hey, I'm gonna grab that. That's how I take it. I take it as like if somebody grabs something that I'm using, I take it as like a compliment and I say thank you, right? But you could have at least said that out loud. You won't get that same love in the comments as you would, behind closed doors. So I do feel like that, to answer your question, there's not a whole bunch of support, but you do have to. I feel like for me, I have to show that support in order to get it.
Amen, right there. And you said it right here, and we got a great comment right here from right here, Katina Simmons, right here. Right. I mean, you hit it. You hit it right, and I agree, and I like that answer. And I'm not just gonna tell you just because you're a guest on the show, but I think, like I said, and I said that earlier, you know, as being in the Mexican and Mexicano community, it's like we always want to see some. We don't want to see any Mexicano come up. We don't want to see anybody do well. And I don't know if it's maybe like being involved in sports and maybe, you know what, my teammates being my brothers, maybe riding the bench, you know what, like my bros. That's why Four Bros is such an important part of my life, because they're the brothers I never had, right? They're the
Yeah.
siblings I never had. We hate on each other, but then when your worst moments happen, they're gonna be the first guys at your call. They're gonna be there. Leo's like, hey, who we fucking up tonight? Like, you know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, it's like those things. And I never want to, I guess I never want to be the guy that doesn't want to see my friends or see other people win. You know,
Yeah.
and maybe it come with age. It's come with being a father. It's come with being a
Yeah.
husband. You know, it's come with having to make my own money, and you know, knowing
Yeah.
how hard it is to be on this side of the camera.
Yeah, and that's something that I think that I've just learned about myself and who I am as a person is I'm always going to celebrate somebody more than I'm going to celebrate myself. And that's just me as a human being. That's just me being charismatic and the heart that I have, and just trying to be genuinely a good person. You know, I think that's where what falls into, the category of etiquette. You know, I think that just genuinely being a good person, being charismatic, and showing the people around you that you even. And look, this is the thing about me: is one of my boys could post something, I could not watch it, but one thing that I am going to do is I'm going to make sure I like it. I don't care what it is that you're talking about, but I want you to know that I'm supporting you. And I think for me, that's the biggest part. Is I just want people, and I to want people to know that I care and that I support them as well. And then in turn, not that it's like a give to get thing, but in turn, I know that God will swing that back around, and that same love will come back.
I'm ready. I'm ready for that love to come back. I'm ready. Like, hey, like, I'm ready, God. Like, whatever you're ready.
Yeah.
I'm ready. Like, I'm ready. Right? It's like
Like,
it's like the parable, right? Like the two farmers. One prepared his field for rain, you know it, and the other didn't, right? I was like, hey, I'm preparing. Like,
I'm
where's the
prepared.
rain?
I see
Where's
it.
the
I'm ready.
rain? Where's the
And
rain? Mate?
like, hey, Lord, whenever you're ready, you just go ahead and send it down here. I'm waiting on it.
Bro, I'm Little Caesar, bro. I'm hot and ready, baby. Like I'm hot and ready, dude. I'm hot and ready,
Yeah.
man. I
Three
stay
ninety
ready.
nine. It's not even $5.99.
I stay ready so I don't have to get ready, bro. You know?
Exactly.
So like that, and I'm glad, you know what, I love your take on it, because again, like, you know what, I like Roger Steele, but I don't like Roger Steele. And I'm just like, can we get some more, like, really, like, can we get some color out there? Like, damn, like please, like, just can we get some, like, some color, like, some, like, damn,
Yeah.
like don't get me wrong, I love Booby, I love Fat Perez. I was like, but Fat Perez, he ain't even Mexicano, he ain't even of Latin descent, and he's rocking the Perez, you know. Like, come
Rocking the
on.
fat Perez. He's rocking the Perez.
You,
Yeah,
you,
exactly.
you know, he's like, what is it? What is it like? Paul Mooney said it's like Tom Cruise in The Last Samurai. You know, it's stuff like that. It's like I just want some color, Mexicano. You know, like African. Like, dude, like I'll take Indian. Like, just something, man. Like, yeah, there you
Just a little
go.
sprinkle, man.
Just the
Just sprinkle a little bit. That's
just,
it.
just the
Especially for us who live in that golf world. Like we want to see it. It's just, and that's why I would love for Elot to go ahead and come out with his long form, because I feel like they would have some really good content to fulfill what we're looking for.
dude. And I want it to happen so bad, Jordan. I want it to happen. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love me some freaking. I mean, I love Joey Cold Cuts, you know, and I love the Spitting Chiclet guys. I mean, I can't stand Riggs and Frankie. Like, I cannot stand those dudes. Like, I cannot stand them. But you know what? They got it, and I want what they have, right? Like, I want what they have. But man, like, I want somebody else to make it. I'm like, Roger Steele, it's a good act. Like, I don't, it, like, I mean, I guess you're cool just because you're the only colored guy out there. Like, I guess, like, but I'm
I mean,
like, he just
he accomplished it somehow,
no, and he
some
did,
way.
and I'm not gonna knock on him for him being there, but I'm
Yeah,
like, it's just his type of vibe. I don't like the type of vibe he gives off, right? I just don't. It's not for me. It's not the vibe I'm looking for. You know, it's not the
fair,
vibe. You know, I like a Bob does. You know what? I like Bobby Fairways. Like man, like his vibe. And Fat Perez, like that's my kind of vibe. You know, I'm more like Bobby.
That's what you envision yourself as on your butt
Right?
with your buddies on the golf course, right? Like
Yeah.
that's exactly what the time and the excitement and the banter and the laughing at each other in each other's face, like that is the type of mood that we want to be in on the golf course.
Right, right here. Got some great comments right here. Oh man, let's see. Let's
Exactly.
see. I'm waiting for one to pop. There it is, right there. Look, Armando Lopez, sandbagger vibe.
Sandbagger vibe.
Okay,
I promise you, that's one thing. Is like I'm never gonna sandbag because
dude.
if I could shoot, go out there and shoot 74, 75 every
Do it.
round. Trust me, I'm gonna do it.
Do it, right? I'm same thing, bro. It's kind of like TPC, right? You know, we were texting about that. I was like, shoot, dude,
Yeah.
I had a stretch where I went birdie, double double, birdie, double double, birdie, double double. I'm like, I said, hey, my handicap's accurate, bro. Like it's real.
It is exactly what it's supposed to be, and it could be a little low, honestly, some days.
Oh man, right? It's out
You
there,
know,
dude. It's out
and
there.
that's the part of the content that I want to show too. Is like, no, I want you guys to see that this is a struggle for everybody, no matter how much work you put in. That's why we are where we are as amateurs, but there's so much room to grow.
Dude, hey, plenty of room right here. Our dog, Ryan Lee, my brother. Praise Jesus right there.
Ryan.
That's my dog,
Also, shout
man.
out to Katina. That's my mom.
Who's your mom?
Katina,
Oh,
the one that
Katina,
you,
Katina. Hey,
yeah,
there you go. Hey, hey, she's got to support you, bro. Hey, she's got to support you, my brother. Hey, be blessed.
there we go.
Hey, dude. I tell these kids, dude, every day I see them in Carline, right? Because I see them in Carline, and I see their mom or their dad tell them, "Hey, I love you," and they just walk out, and I'm like, Mom, you're gonna wait. Get over here. Get over there. Tell your mama you love her, man. Damn, like
Yeah.
I wish I could tell my mama one more time that I love her in person. I said, hey, you only got one mama, boy. I said, you better love her to death, man. So there she is right there again.
You got to take advantage of it, man. It's not everybody doesn't get that opportunity anymore. So grateful always.
Oh man, dude, you're blessed, my man. All right, bro.
Yeah,
Let's get into some golf right here, bro. Let's get into some golf. You know,
do it.
so we're learning the type of man you are, the type of person you are, the type of content creator you want to be. Who is maybe somebody local that maybe like you kind of like the content that they bring. You know, I can say it's you. I can say maybe I don't know. There's other guys that post stuff. I'm not a big fan of ATX golfer because he said he does stuff and he said, "Oh, I'm just trying to get more traction this way." And I'm like, bro, like no, like I want to feel the love. You know, like is there another local
Yeah.
content creator maybe in the Texas or like locally here in San Antonio that you can say like, man, I kind of like what they're putting out.
I'm gonna have to go with my boy AJ Jones, bro. The
Dude, he's
him and the
cool.
Cowboy golfer, dude.
He's cool, dude.
They are on a and yeah, and you know I met him. I met AJ at a Landis scramble, and he was doing trick shots, exactly what he's doing now. And he outdrove me with a putter like it was nothing.
Was it backwards? Was it backwards, sideways? Was it?
It wasn't even backwards yet. It wasn't even backwards yet. It was just a normal slotted putter, and I was like, okay, this is I gotta do something else with myself. But him and the Cowboy golfer, man, they got some real special stuff going on with what they're doing and the authenticity of it with the trick shots and like AJ's a true one two
He's a
take
gamer.
dude.
He's a gamer though. But he again, just like you're a basketball. Hey, he's a
Yeah,
baseball player. He's like a D1 baseball player, former a veteran. You know what I mean? Like the dude's lived a life. Like
yeah,
he's lived like several lives. You know,
yeah.
and
He's
he's a
definitely a
great
baller.
and he's a great dude. Like if you call him, he'll be there and I love that one, bro. Like I love that one because he's a guy that again, I might not always watch his stuff because I'm like, bro, like, okay, you can do that with the putter. I'm like, bro, I'm having trouble doing that with just a freaking driver that I paid six
Yeah,
hundred
you're like,
bucks
I don't
for.
want to watch you do that. I don't want to watch you just crushing me right now.
Right? Exactly, bro. And so that's a great one, dude, and I love that. Right? I love to hear that. So, favorite golf course around this area?
My favorite golf course around this area, man, it's been a long time since I played at Canyon Springs, but Canyon Springs was probably always one of my favorite places to play golf at. But for me, Landa Park, man, Landa Park is always just in pristine condition, and I've grown to know a couple of the guys in the clubhouse, um, and Landa's one of those places where it's like you can go out there and shoot very low one day, or you can go out there and shoot very high one day. And it's just a very tricky track, but it's one of my favorite. But also TPC, honestly, I mean TPC was probably my favorite place that I
Oh,
played.
stop. Oh, hey, man, that was a hard choice. That's a hard choice. That's a
The
hard choice.
Canyons, though, the
Oh,
Canyons course though, I like the Canyons course more than I like the Oaks.
I think the Canyons is more enjoyable. I think the Canyons is more enjoyable, and I still think it's tough. I still think it's tough, but you're right. A lot of people have said that, and I prefer it. I enjoy it more, but maybe because maybe I've played it more, and I've only played the Oaks. I've only played it 4 times, and Canyons I've played it maybe like 10 times, and so I can see that, and that's a good call. Do you know why Land? You know why they say Landa is always in good shape?
Why?
Because they
I'm
say
curious.
it's the minerals that are in the Comal because of because obviously it's there's some natural minerals in that water that just man make the greens green and make everything grow, and whether it's true or not, I'm like damn, like I believe it.
I mean, if you could tell me anything at that point, and I'm gonna believe it because they got to be doing something. They keeping that golf course on steroids. I truly don't understand how the greens always look the way they do.
Dude, it's one of those courses that I've always liked looking at because I'm with the damn kids and my wife at Schlitterbahn, right, bro? Like I'm like we're over here. Like I'm always looking down at it and I'm thinking, I said, man, I hope the course is thinking of me because I'm with my wife and kids and I'm thinking of it. You know, like I'm
Because
thinking,
I'm feeling a little neglected right now.
and then and then
1,000%.
and then when I'm
Yeah, and
there, go for it,
I
brother,
was
go
just,
for it.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say this is if the course is in good shape, and I'm gonna say this just because I love this course when it's in good shape.
Oh
Olympia
no,
Hills.
damn, bro. You know what? I had a lot of I
When
had I
when
had a
it's in
lot
good
of
shape
I
though.
had a lot
When
of
it's in
respect
good
for
shape.
you. I had a lot of respect for you, bro. And now, hey, sell, 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 sell. Stock is going down. Okay,
I'm a pray.
so Landa, I love Landa because it's challenging. It's one of those courses that make you think, right? It's not a course you can just overpower because it's tight. It's got some roll off. And it's tough. And I think it's Brody, right? I think Brody's the superintendent there, and I,
Yep.
I think he does a great job of it. And I can't tell you, or I can't remember that there has ever been a time that course was ever in bad shape, right? I think maybe like they'll tell you, hey, we're closing a couple things down because they're aerating or something in nature, right? Or they're working on something, but they're pretty good about telling everybody, and especially if you're a resident, you get a hell of a price. And even if you're outside of, the New Brunswick, or is it Comal County or wherever, right? And
Yeah.
like I think it's one of the best bang for your bucks, right? And it's man,
Absolutely.
it's right there.
39 bucks
That's
for a muni course that looks like that. Yeah, you might have to go and play at twilight time, but I promise you, it's going to be worth the time. It's going to be worth the money, and you're going to get some good views out of it too. Because Landa really does present, a really, the wildlife out there, the rivers, everything. Feeling like you're kind of in the middle of the city. I town, so to speak. I guess it's but it's one of those things that it does present a lot of different feels and to what golf presents.
I ain't gonna lie, we love looking at the hot mamas tubing right there up 16 and 17. Like we're hey, what's going?
You said, hold on now, what?
on? Hey, see what had happened was,
What
and
had happened was,
and so it's always good there, right? It's always
yeah,
and then these guys, dude, these freaking clowns. Joe Avalos, Andy likes the Republic. I liked the Republic when it was open. Freaking Ryan Lee, Andy liked Rebecca Creek.
Rebecca Creek.
So don't.
Has anybody played Rebecca Creek lately? Do we really
You know
know
what?
what?
Okay, so thank you. Like I was just talking about that, and I ain't gonna lie. I almost want to just go and just almost let's run some content out there, bro.
Just go
Let's
check it out.
right. That's what I'm saying.
Hey, Ryan's in the chat. Ryan and I were kind of whispering about it.
There, look, dude. Hey, dude, I play a great third wheel.
I think it's fun. We'll have to do. I know I got my Jesus is King shirt. Don't get me twisted. Jesus turned water into wine, but we can go out there and do a little drinking challenge.
Dude, hey, it'll be over by hole like two, bro. I'm a lightweight, bro. Hey, that's what my wife loves about me. That she knows I'm a cheap date, dude. Like, hey, like,
It's in and out, huh? The tab's not that expensive.
hey, dude, I'm just efficient. I'm super efficient, bro.
Absolutely.
And so, like, man, like we need to do that one right here. Okay, so Armando Lopez right here. Okay, so Jordan, give us your best score and shot at Landa.
Best score out there has been an 81, and my best shot was on hole 13, which is a par five. Kind of bendy. There's the bunker in the middle. You got the big light pole.
Okay, yeah. Like with the woods in the background behind, and kind of dogs a little left, right? Dogs a little left.
Yeah,
Right?
I hit a rope of a drive, and then I had probably like 150 in from the par five, and had a shot that I had with a pitching wedge because everything was downhill, downwind. Probably landed like 7 feet away, and I made the eagle putt. So, and that is on camera. That is somewhere on my Instagram.
It's somewhere out there, right? Like you
It
always
is-
delete
it's circulating.
you always delete your videos to say make room, right? To make room. But as long as once it's in the internet, hey, it's in there forever, right?
It's there. We can download anything off the internet now.
It's in the
They let
cloud.
you screen record anything.
All right, there you go. Okay, so favorite hole out there, or just favorite? Is there maybe one hole that might be? I guess like yeah, let's just stick with Landa. So give us maybe your favorite hole out there.
Favorite hole at Landa.
I'll give you
Ooh,
mine.
man.
I'll give you mine because I've never shot well on it, but it's my favorite one. It's got to be number two. I love because it's scenic. It's got the Kamal right in front, and you know what it screws with you, right? It messes with your mind, right? Because you're like, man, I'm on a slight downhill. I'm only 89 yards out. Man, I'd hate to chunk it in the water, or gosh, I need to get it up there for birdie. And next thing you know, you're either in the water or you fly it past the green, and you're just
Yep.
like man, like it was like I was 89 yards out.
It's,
And
and
so
then it's one of those things where you just got to go. Okay, I just need to get it
on
over the water and
on the
not
green,
left of the hole. Anything left of the hole, and you're gone. You're dead
yeah,
on
it's
that hole.
back, it's coming back, yeah, or going
Yeah,
on the backside.
you don't want to miss left. So anything over the hole. I think I might have to change my answer and say that I birdied that hole and I put it like 3 feet out, and that felt amazing. That's probably one of the best shots because that hole has conquered me since I've been down here, and since I've gotten a lot better. Now I'm gonna do like what Aaron Rodgers said to Chicago. Like you're my B word.
All right, so let me tell you the one that I hate the most out there. So it's okay. So it's 1, 2, 3. It's the par five. Is it 4? Par five going back over the water.
Yep.
Okay, so we're playing, and we are playing. I'm playing match play with this guy. His name is Trusty Rusty Marshall, and he's playing from one up. He's he's a native there, club champion. Like, dude, like home. Before every shot, he was always like this. For every shot, like I mean, man, dude was a stud, is a stud. And so I hit a good one. I'm probably about I think I'm about 250, 260 out from the pin. And I got my boy Osman with me, and he goes, "Oh, dude, you should go for it." And I said, no, bro, like this is match play. He was behind a tree. He had to kick out. And so he's hitting three. And I said, no, I'm going to try to get a number I like, right? And he goes, okay, well, he's normally gives me good advice. He tells me, he goes, don't hit anything past 120. He said, you hit something past 120, then it could hit the cart path or it could catch the downslope and go right into the water. And I said, okay, right. I said, for me, and my yardage, don't laugh at my yardages. It's all about knowing your yardages, right? And so I take my pitching wedge and I said, oh, this is only going to go if maybe at the most 218, 215. Well, what do? I probably hit the best pitching wedge in my life. And I hit it and I'm thinking, oh man, I'm good. And he goes, oh no. Oh no. And like, what do you mean? Then you see it, boom, hit the cart path. And he goes, oh, you're in. And I said, no way, I'm not in.
Right into the water.
I'm in.
Right
and
into
I'm
the
like,
water.
like, why didn't I just go for it? Like,
Why did I not listen? You know that's one thing about golf is like you trust your yardages, right? Like you gotta know what you're swinging, how far you could possibly hit it. If you're gonna step on it by accident, then lay off a club.
see, here you go. Joe Avalos. He knows me. Joe Avalos, 89 yards out, and he's hitting 3-wood.
And he's hitting 3-wood.
But it's a choke down 3/4, 3-wood choke down 3/4.
A little bump and run is what we call it. That's what we're doing, right? A little bump and run.
There you go. How do you say your mom's first name again? Katina.
Katina.
There you go. Katina Simmons right here. I don't know much about golf, but whatever my son say. Oh man,
that's real support right
there. That
there.
is right there. Hey, and that's loud and proud. That's loud and proud right there.
Yeah.
Right or wrong, my son's right. Hey, my son's right.
Whatever he did, Judge, he didn't do it.
So right there, okay. So we have support coming in different fashions, and how is your wife in regards to you getting your bro time, getting your mental golf time, and this content time? How is your wife in regards to support of all this?
It's taken a very long time to get to the point where we are now.
Is she behind? Is she on this side? Is she on this other side? Like you, like?
Yeah, like holding the knife, like.
It's like I love. No, she lets me do whatever I want to.
Yeah, no. I will say like we've grown a lot, and I think that through any kind of relationship that you go through or whatever you're in, you're always gonna have your trials and tribulations, right? Whenever I was really, wanting to make a real strong push into the content creation, we had just had my daughter, and our kids are about 18 months apart. So I think now that the kids have come a little bit more self-sufficient and, been able to take themselves to the bathroom and like there's a lighter load. I think that, since that time, she's a lot more comfortable with me doing my golf thing now. And I think that's where it comes from too, is really just the communication and understanding of it too. And understanding too, like, this is something that I'm really trying to grow. This is something that I'm very passionate about. I think being, transparent in those conversations and, again, not just half-assing it, because if you go into it half-assed, then of course it doesn't really show that you're really, that passionate about it, that you care that much about it. And me, I do. I really do care that much about what I'm trying to do and what I'm trying to create. Just because it could, you never know what could happen. It could grow in the future. So, I think that she's gotten a lot more comfortable with me doing what I do now, especially after seeing, a couple of apparel companies sent me some clothing, some hat companies, doing a podcast. This is my first time on a podcast. So things like this, they start to show up and it looks like, okay, hey, you are doing exactly what you said you wanted to do. Keep doing that because it's working out.
And see, and that's good though. Like, I mean, you're not a 5'4", 180-pound Mexicano. You know what I mean? So maybe a nice polo might look good on you. I'm looking for the short, stocky. Where's that line? Where's the 30? Line? Where's the 34 Huskies? I don't see. I don't see the 34 Huskies. Where are they at? Where
they at? I think we need the big and tall.
No, I need the short and stocky. The short and stocky.
The short and stocky. No fault. The short and stocky.
and they're like, sir, that's a baby gap. Those are the baby gap over there, and so the thing is, in that regards, like, that's my question to you. Do you think, and I always see you rock, Inland Grove stuff, right? And then my buddy Rafiq has it in Houston. One of our boys, Roy, rocks it. Like, I saw the golf balls. Are the golf balls good?
They are good, but that's not it's not something that I would actually use on the course, right? Like I don't play a I'm gonna play my normal ball because I don't want my distance to start getting messed with, stuff. That's just a practice ball.
It's for show. It's for show. It's all for show, right?
It's propaganda.
Right.
Propaganda.
Right.
You still have to create good content too. You got to make ads every now and then.
Like these guys right here. Look, okay, right here. Armando Lopez, Jordan. How many fairway woods you have in your bag?
I got one. I carry 1 3 wood. 1 3 wood. That's it. Callaway AI Smoke.
Oh man.
A little dirty because I went and hit the range right before this. So.
Damn, dude. See, like I'm a range rat, bro. I'm a range rat, and I'm working so I can't even like I love to grind on the range, bro. Like I love it. I almost love to be on the range sometimes more than I do to be on the course. Because
Yeah.
I just love to like work stuff, and it's like the gym. It's going to the gym. It's like my meditation. It's my form of it's release. It's just like plus I get to sharpen my bro. I'm just playing right now. I'm just playing golf. Like I'm just and I'm playing golf because I want to be where my brothers are at. That's what I'm doing. And you know what? And I'm okay with just. It's like I shot a 78 at La Cantera the other day, and I'm like, I was happy with it, but I'm just like, man, there's like there were some shots where I'm just really, like you're gonna do
Yeah.
this crap, you're gonna pull this crap, and I love going to the range right there. I love going to the range. Well, for me, I have a 3 wood and then I have a 3 hybrid. That's it. I have a 3 hybrid, but hey, dude, there's some dust on that thing. It's an X Hot Callaway X Hot, bro. Like
Oh man.
it sounds like a
Man,
Louisville Slugger,
it's been around the block then.
dude. It's dinged up, it's dented up, dude. Hey, it's like that.
Yeah,
It's like that.
I really want to put a 7 wood in the bag. Is what I'm wanting to do.
That's what I want to. I want, but see, like I don't know about the 7 wood. I'm looking for something in between my 3 wood and driver. I kind of want a mini. I kind of want a mini,
Yeah.
right? And so I'm
Yeah.
interested because there's a big gap from my driver to 3 wood. It's like 215, 220 3 wood, and it's like 250 driver. And there's a 30-yard gap in there. And
Yeah. That's an uncomfortable number too, right? Because it's like 30 yards, one club. How much does that really account for that 30 yards? And then you got to start thinking about, am I swinging too hard? Am I, yada yada yada. That's when all the real golf numbers. And I've really grown to be a numbers guy now. So I'm a real golf head too, like spin rate, smash factor. Making sure like all of these things are very important to me now. So like you start to throw those extra clubs in the bag, 30 yards difference could be a 3 iron. 30 yards difference could be, a 5 wood. It's a big jump in numbers whenever you start, especially with the new tech that's out now too. So um,
you know,
I really want to add a 7 wood because it just gives me that number that I like, that 250, 240 number that I'm not comfortable hitting a 4 iron with.
it's hot, and it's popular right now too. It's popular right now.
Yeah.
It's hot. It's hot. And you know what? Are you happy with your bag?
I am happy with my bag. I play P770s right now, TaylorMades. So
Oh,
and
so
then
you
I
go with
just
the
got
flow. You go with the flow. You like what's popular.
I like what I got used to. I like when I hit the ball and it started going straight for me to be like, okay, yep, these clubs will stay. I'm not going to change these for now.
See, like so I guess being a coach, right? And I've heard constantly like, are you like a movie guy? Because I know you're a sneakerhead. You love Kobe. Are you a movie
Yeah,
guy? All right.
yeah,
So
absolutely.
so I love Kill Bill, right? I love Kill Bill. Like it's just
Okay,
like dude, that shit hits, right? Quentin Tarantino. He makes some weird movies, but that's one of my favorites, right?
yeah,
You got Uma Thurman, the Bruce Lee, kind of knockoff, right? Well, somebody once told me it's like Mizuno's, Mira, Strixon. He's like, there's nothing like Japanese steel. And he's like, this is like the Hattori Hanzo of golf clubs. And I'm over here like this. Like, man, like you got me, right? And so, I got some Mizuno 9, I got fitted from Mizuno 919s. It was like my second club that I ever got fitted for. And he doesn't do fittings anymore. I got fitted from Ben Carricker out at, the San Pedro.
San Pedro, okay.
He doesn't do fittings anymore. Like he'll just fix your stuff and, kind of tweak things, but he doesn't fit golfers anymore. And he fit me years back, right? And then I got some Strixons, and so I'm like, dude, I'm loving that. I'm loving that Japanese forged steel, dude. Like I can't, like I don't think I could ever go back, bro. I can never go back.
Get away from it.
Yeah,
You
dude.
know, I have been looking at some Tacomas there for a while, and I don't know if I was looking at them because they're popular right now or because they actually work.
See,
I don't.
that's the thing too, right? Like I don't feel comfortable that with the club that maybe you can't demo, and it's one of those ones you have to buy. They'll send you the 7-iron. If you don't like it, you can send it back, and they'll send you money back. Or if you like it, keep it. Then you can put your money towards the set. Like and yeah, and that's like I don't know about that. I'm not comfortable with that.
I'm like you. I'm like I want to be able to feel it in my hands, feel the way the club looks, look at the way that it presents itself when it's sitting on the ground. That club face. I need to look at that and make sure that I'm comfortable with that. That is the biggest thing I think to the lesson that I learned. Right, was you got to be comfortable with the way your club looks on the ground. Otherwise, you're never going to get better at the game of golf.
Dude, amen right there. I got some of my boys right there. My boy Rob Davila, Alice Muni in the house. Dude, I played with some guys this weekend, bro, and my brother Mike Ayala, one of our FOREBROS, mom's benefit. Dude, these guys were they're dogs, bro. Like they're dogs, dude. Like God bless. Like
Just straight sticks, huh?
dude, these guys are grinders, bro. I wish I didn't get trashed the night before, which I don't normally do. But I'm in their city. I have to partake in wherever they take me. And so man, like got 2 hours of sleep, no excuses. I'm not a breakfast guy. Took me to breakfast. I had tacos and everything. I'm not a breakfast man. It was a rough outing, bro. God bless. It was rough. I chipped in
It's
Eagle.
not a rough morning.
Dude, it was no, it was we were there for like we played eightsomes. We played eightsomes. But again, a lot of money was raised. Big ups to my boy Leo Bones and Jay Garcia. They won and they donated all the money back to my boy Mike's mom, and it was just
that's big.
beautiful. A lot of money raised. A great time. Too many Jello shots. It was a great time. But man, dude, bro. I'm still in recovery mode. I think I'm still sweating it out right here.
Hey, we can't just do that like we used to, dude. You ain't 25 no more.
It's the recovery. It's the recovery. I can do it.
That's the worst.
I can do it. I can do it. I just can't recover. I just can't recover.
I enjoy being sober more than I do being hungover.
You know what? I'm not the guy that likes to drink. You know what? I'm the guy it's like, hey man, let's go and get some drinks here. And I said, no, why don't we go to Whataburger and get some double meat cheeseburgers? Like I'm that guy. That's me. Like,
Yeah.
That's me right there. So right here, Armando Lopez. Andy, you're 5'1". Bro, stop, bro. And spikes, dude. Some spikes, bro. Hey. Joe Avalos. Jim or Jims?
Jimmy John's?
Jimmy, dude. No, what is it? My daughter's like Mike's. What is it? Mike Subs, right? Is that what it's called?
You're talking about Jersey Mike's.
Jersey Mike's. Dude, I never knew that they had like a Jersey, like a Mikey style or make it Mikey style or whatever. And I'm like, bro.
Mike's Way.
Yeah, Mike's Way, dude. I ain't gonna lie.
You can tell that I'm a frequent goer at Jersey Mike's.
Bro. I was there like 3 days in a row, and I'm like, hey, make it, hey, do your thing.
I'm telling you, there's one right around the street from my, right around the corner from my office. Sorry, and boy, I'm just racking up them points right now.
Dude, hey, they do work, bro. I guess there's like a California club right? I think it's like a California club or something like that, or some club. I like the turkey bacon, whatever, and then they do it like Mike's Way, and I'm like, hey, just I was like, I wanted Mike's way, but like do it dirty, like do it do it dirty.
Like you
Do it.
said, Mike's way, like way, like what's up, way? Or
What's
you
up,
said
way?
like
They see like que pasó, way? Like que pasa, way? Right here, look. Oh, Joe Avalos. Does Alice even have a golf course? Oh,
what
dang.
is that? Alice Springs or what?
Alice, Texas. It's just right outside of Corpus. Right outside of Corpus. And
Oh,
that's where a lot of the guys. That's where Mike's from. Mike Ayala, Leo Camarillo. A lot of the guys, Brucey. That's where a lot of the guys are. Ike. That's where a lot of
yeah,
the guys
okay.
are from. And so I would say that it's got a course, and a lot of their guys talk trash about it, right? But I liked it. It was just one of those courses that it's beat. It's an old
Yeah,
school muni, like from like maybe like the 50s. It's like old, but you know what? Like it just if we can get some rain, it would just be just a little that much more of a gem. But I like it. I like the layout. They always
yeah.
talk trash about it, but after playing that course, I see why those guys like to come up here all the time. I get it, right, bro? I get it.
I mean, San Antonio golf is a different breed, though. I think that San Antonio golf presents a lot of different golf courses with a lot of different feels. You have your golf courses that feel like a country club sometimes, right? I
What's that one
haven't
for you? What's that one for you?
that feels like a country club. Oh man, for me, since I'm on the north side of San Antonio, for me it's Kissing Tree.
Oh, dude, that's amazing. That course is amazing.
Kissing Tree is probably it's top three for me, definitely in the area. But I think that that's one of the places that feel like it has a country club vibe whenever you pull in, and it's not as exclusive as TPC, but it's just as well taken care of in my book.
I love that. I love that course, and I love that track. It's tight. I want to go back. I haven't been back because man, I just remember the last time we tried to make it back. I think we got done with our round, dude. I was fighting like that 5:30 traffic. That sun and the
Oh
sun
yeah,
was just like blasting me. And you know what? I remember my wife was like already pissed off at me because I said I was gonna be somewhere, and I was just stuck in like the rowdiest traffic. And I'm just like, babe, I'm gonna pull over, go to Pluckers right here, have some wings and a beer. I said, hey, tell the girls I love them. I ain't making it out back.
I'll see him. I'll see him tomorrow.
Right?
When he wakes up.
That's it, man. Shoot. And so,
Yeah,
and so,
I'm excited for that Four Bros event out there. Though it's gonna be a lot of fun.
dude, it's cool, dude. And you know, if you are a MasterCard, like if you have a MasterCard credit card, you get you get the member rate out there.
Wow,
Like you pay,
I did not know that.
you can pay $69 on a prime Saturday, like 8, 9, 10 o'clock if you are a MasterCard credit card holder because
Credit card holder.
yeah, because they have a deal with Troon Golf.
Oh wow.
I know. I
See,
wish I could
that's
do it. I wish I could do it,
big there. 'Cause
but
that tea time is not cheap.
I got horrible credit. So like, hey, it's I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help you out, brother. I'm trying to help.
I was hoping that it was gonna be you that was bringing me
No,
along. That's what I was hoping for.
it ain't me, dog. It ain't me. So favorite golf movie.
Favorite golf movie? Oh man, it's so hard not to say Happy Gilmore. It's so hard not to say Happy Gilmore. I gotta.
What do you think? What do you think
No,
about
actually, you know what?
what do you think about Happy?
What's the movie that they just came out about the high school boys that were in South
Oh,
Texas?
Long Game.
Long Game. That is my favorite golf movie right now.
Well, bro, you need to check out. I don't know if you had a chance to. You need to check it out, dude. Because I had the author in December on the show, Humberto Garcia. Dude,
Humberto Garcia. Okay, I'm gonna go
hey,
back and check that out for sure.
great, great freaking story, dude. Like this dude, like wow, like the things he went through to get the movie made, right? To get the movie made. Like man, it it's a beautiful story, and he's a good guy, dude. He's a hell of a golfer too. I think he's like a 4 or 5 handicap, dude. Shoot, he can still ball.
Yeah,
Like yeah, dude, awesome.
that
Did,
doesn't
did,
surprise me not one bit.
hey, did you like Happy Gilmore too?
I have mixed feelings about it. I have mixed feelings about it.
Right?
I'm like, of course, it's cool to see, all the different cameos and
Yeah.
the old people will pop in there and to see Shooter and then you put the new generation. You get them involved with it. I get the direction that Adam Sandler was trying to take the movie and what he was trying to modernize it. But for some reason, I would have just liked a little bit older of maybe they bring it back and it's Shooter and Happy. There's just a lot of things that I had a lot of mixed emotions about. But the movie itself was decent. I feel like they spun it a good way.
Man, you know what? You say that, and I would have loved to. I wouldn't have mind if like Shooter was the guy like in jail or in the sane asylum, but he makes his way back, and they somehow meet again. Like I
Yeah.
wouldn't have mind that. I wouldn't have mind that at all.
That's and that's the direction I thought it was going to go in originally. Whenever they first brought him into the picture, that's what I figured. But to each their own. I guess we can't always get everything we want, right?
You can get close. I always tell the kids. I said, "Hey, beggars can be choosers, kids." I said, "Don't let anybody tell you that beggars cannot be choosers. They can. You can. But hey, you might not have many choices, but you always got you always got choices."
You got some.
So let's see right here. Okay, so we got favorite golf movie right here. What's your biggest
Yeah.
pet peeve? What's your biggest pet peeve? Maybe in a partner or a playing group.
Biggest pet peeve. For me, it's like if your ball's lost, your ball's lost, bro. Sorry,
I
if your
can
ball's,
find
if
it.
your ball's lost, your
I can
ball's
find
lost,
it.
bro.
I can find it.
There's like come on, dude. Like we're not gonna find it out here in these canyons. It's not gonna happen. Like
It's
come on, let's
Jordan.
go. Let's
Jordan,
go.
I'll find it.
And
It's
then
there. It's
and
there.
then also since I'm with me and my content mindset, I go straight to my ball, right? So if I have a partner, if you're behind me and we're waiting on our other twosome to hit and they're way across the fairway, why are we taking our time? Like that's another thing for me. Is like let's go straight to our ball, let's go hit, and let's move on. Let's not sit back and watch the other group hit. That's probably one of my other pet peeves.
Right here. I got man. Right here. Jordan Zapata, my boy. I guess Jordan's got a band together, right?
What up, Jordan? Yeah, we got a whole bunch of Jordans in the group. We got to stick together.
Jordan, right there. Jordan is my boy, right there. Jordan. Well, I don't know where this guy has been, man. This guy's got like 10 jobs. I love the dude. Miss him.
Z?
Yeah, man. I can't wait. I can't wait till he comes back. He's like what is he? Is a rogue forebro. He's forebro
Yeah,
rogue.
that's what he told me. Whenever I first told him that I was coming over here, he's like, "Oh, those are my boys. I miss my brothers, man. I think he's up in Bernie now."
Oh, he's up in Bernie now. Hey, we ain't that far, bro. Bernie chapter coming to you, baby. Right there, Four Bros Bernie chapter.
Hey, hey, 30 minutes to an hour drive to go play some golf ain't nothing, baby.
Right. It's not right, but damn, like to run errands, it's a lot. It's far to run errands.
It's gonna take me an hour to go to
Right.
HEB.
That's like this.
God,
Yeah.
dang it, I don't want to
Right
go.
here, right here, Jordan. I'm moving to Austin this month. Damn, dude. Well, good, man. I wish you
Those
nothing
all
but
over
the
the place.
I wish you nothing but the best, my brother, and let me know. Hey, Daddy's ready. Daddy's always ready to go to some Butler pitch and putt out there, man. Shoot, dude, I'm always ready. All right,
Hey, let's talk about that place. That's one of my favorite places to go to. That is
okay,
that is one of the best hangouts to be involved
dude.
around.
Okay, so remember I told you. Remember I told you about. I said I was going to tell you a story about that place, and I told it on
Yeah.
here before. Look, to go into town is a pain in the ass. It is. That I get, right? That I get. Uh, right here. Thank you. Y'all come see me in Austin and we can play. Yeah, we'll see, man. I've been waiting for that. I've been waiting for you to play with you again. It's been a year, bro. Like, hey, it's been a year. So, okay. So we go out there. My wife wants to go see. My wife's got a badass little Forerunner, old school Forerunner, Toyota Forerunner. And they're having some like off-road convention out there, right? And
Yeah.
so my daughter goes with her, and I said, "Oh, babe, you go." I said, "Do you mind if I go play Butler pitch and putt?" Which is like it was because it's like I guess there's the park and then the convention center. It's like
Yeah.
a block away, right? And so I go and I park real early, and I put my golf ball down, in the chute, and we're there with everybody, and I hop on with this father son, and then another twosome. So there's like five of us, which is good group. They weren't bad golfers. It was just like it was so cool. It was a badass little group. And we're talking, we're all chatting, getting along. Like, man, it was just one of those, like, you're thankful, like, the randos worked out, right? And the stars
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
aligned, and good vibes, good group. Just couldn't ask for a better. And that's because I cut the line too, right? Because you can ask, hey, and y'all got spots, right? You got spots.
Yeah, absolutely. Y'all got an extra one that I
Yep,
can hop in on.
there we go. And it worked out perfect. Well, after my wife and daughter meet me there, and they always got so much stuff going on out there. This guy was giving out CBD little free samples, right? And my wife's over here like, oh, boom, she pops one in, and I said, oh, okay, I think there was like two or three in there. I take one, whatever, and it's legal, I guess, whatever, right? And all of a
Yeah.
sudden, I go and I take one and two more without even thinking, like just, I guess because I was kind of hungry, and I just take it like, and afterwards I'm like, okay, whatever. So we go, and I guess we go to paddleboard. I don't know what water is right there. I don't know what, but there's the lake, right?
I think is it I almost said Lady Bird. It's not.
Yeah, that's not Lady Bird. It is Lady Bird, I think. No,
I think
okay,
it is Lady Bird that runs right there.
okay. So we go over there, and as we're walking, all of a sudden, it hits me, and I'm like this.
Oh
Everything,
no.
everything is slow. Everything is slow. I'm like, oh my gosh, what the hell? And we're about to sign up, to go paddleboarding. And my wife looks at me and she goes, hey dude, what's up with you? And I said, I didn't want to tell you. I was hoping it would pass or nothing would happen. I accidentally ate all three of those CBD gummies. And she's just like, and my wife, because my wife knows what she married, right? Like my wife, like she knows what I am and she knows what I ain't. And
Yeah.
she's like, really, dude? Like this is what you're gonna do? And I'm like,
You're like, I need to go to the car,
I'm
please.
sorry. No, she wouldn't let me. But I was gonna go in the water, and she's like, dude, you're gonna drown. Like you're not getting in the water. So I just stayed there in the little like place where you rent the paddle boards. And dude, I'm like passed out. Like I'm passed out. Like just I'm worthless. Like I can't even walk, dude. She's gotta come and bring the car like in Austin traffic to come and pick me up.
Oh my gosh. What an experience.
Dude, she would like
Have you been back to Butler Pitch and Putt since then?
nah, she won't let me. She won't let she won't let me go. Bro, I was like sloshed, dude. And my daughter, I mean, she's seen daddy in all shapes and forms, and she's just like she's like this, like right in my face. What's wrong with you? And I'm like like.
You're like, oh my gosh. You're like, please don't talk to me right now.
Dude, man, and so my wife was pissed. Like she was so pissed. She goes, "You were supposed to drive back home. I was supposed to be drinking some high noons. You ruined this for everybody." And I'm just, bro. I was a mess, bro. Like I was a mess.
Raise your hand. My bad, babe. Sorry, babe. That's me. My bad.
Hey, I got you next time. I got you
My
next
bad.
time.
My bad. I got the next one. I promise you. It won't happen again.
Favorite golf memory.
Favorite golf memory. Man, I'd have to say playing at Waterfall Club and in Georgia. I think that was probably one of the most beautiful golf courses I've ever played at, and by far one of the most scenic things I've done. I think I haven't had a hole in one yet. Otherwise, that would be my favorite golf memory. But
Have you been close?
I like 2 feet.
I
Two
was
feet.
I
Actually,
was
you know what?
I was this
It's
far.
about 1 foot. It was about 1 foot.
I was this far.
Mm.
I was this far.
So it's like those are the ones you're like. I'd rather it be 7 feet away.
All right, yeah, that's what I'm saying, man. It's like
I'm gonna
my
miss that close game.
right. It's like my second job is, well, it used to be I just quit this past week. My second job is I work at a bingo. I used to work at a bingo hall, and it's like I'd rather not have a bingo than have the next number be on the monitor that I needed to win, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
so, you
If
know,
I if it's not, I don't want it to be a free space. I want to be able to mark it.
right here. Look, Joe Avalos. Joe's trolling me. My dog Joe, he's trolling me. Rudy played on Monday and is still looking for his ball. Right here. Look.
Tell him the the trees. Put the binoculars up. The ball is gone.
Right here. Patty Cottrell, stop filming. No one cared. Oh, look. Hey, that's a New Yorker for you right there, bro. That's a young.
You,
That's from the Yonkers right there.
I've this is something I talked to Ryan about the other day too. I was like, you know what? People have such an issue with filming on course now. Why? And this goes back to the support part of it, right? Why, if you see somebody trying to get somewhere, this is a step that they have to take. Why not support them in the fact if it's not slowing you down?
Okay.
If it's not slowing you down, it's not hurting you, it's not bugging you. I've asked you before if it's okay. You said yes. Why is it an issue now?
Okay. So look. So and this is where I'm glad we're here, right? Because I see there's two sides, right? And so, thank you, my boy Patty, and everybody. We've got a lot of chatter, bro. We've got a lot of chatter, a lot of interaction, and I freaking love it. Thank you so much. If you're just hopping on right here, or you're hopping on late, that's Jordain Johnson right here. That's my dog, fellow FOREBROS, golf content creator. And I do think he's one of the up and coming guys to do it and do it right.
Thank you.
I'm gonna say this, Jordan. And before I get here, this is the first part of it. How have you been able to make like filming your shots part of your routine? Because it is part of your routine, and you've made it part of your routine, right? It's part of the process, part of the pre-shot process, right? And so, how did it start off a little weird, and has it gotten better to where you've almost perfected it, to where it's just like part of the routine? Like was it always kind of this easy for you, or what?
No, that came with a lot of practice though. That came with a lot of twilight and solo rounds by myself to try to figure out the groove that I needed to get in order to keep up pace of play, and like positioning and really. I'll tell you, like, I know that usually my camera needs to be set up 7 feet away from the ball behind it to make sure that I'm getting a clear picture. I know where that is whenever I pull up to the ball. The process has gotten a lot easier now to where it's just second nature for me. And if I'm not filming, there's times where I'm like, oh, damn, I feel like I need to set my tripod up, like you just get in a groove.
You're missing a step, right? You feel like you're missing a step.
Yeah, and it becomes part of the process, It's become part, like if you're at work and you know that you got to print a document off. Guess what? You know that I need to get this done today. This is something I need to do. It's just like it's the same thing with content creation. And like, hey, I'm going to film today. Okay, I need to make sure I'm in the groove and I'm staying on time. That way, I'm not holding anybody up behind me or whatever the case may be.
Okay, so and I get that. I get that. Like me, I'm going to be the guy there, like. Right now, right? Because I told you, like, it's just, that's not my content. I can do it, but I need like the hole to be open, right? Like I need like, hey, I need some time, right? I'm not, again, it's not something that I'm very familiar with. Well, it doesn't bother me. I'm not the kind of guy that I get bothered as long as we keep pace of play. Like slow players can bother me even more,
Yeah.
And I don't think there's a problem with it, but I think when you combine somebody or someone who you have to set up, because you see, like, hey, you're not used to it. You see somebody setting up, you're like this. I think he's taking long in their mind. And then somebody who is potentially or notorious for being a slow player, and then you're like, hey, like, why? And then you get behind. Let's say you get behind a hole. And it might not even be you. It might be somebody else. And then you're like, that's the biggest thing. I just like to be, I don't care what time it is. I like to just be with the group in front of me.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't mind if I'm on top of the other group's ass. I just don't want the group behind me on my ass.
Yeah. And one thing that I've learned too with wanting to do what I want to do in the content, right? It's like whenever I'm filming, even if I'm still waiting on somebody to clear the green and somebody's teeing off, even though my tripod is set up, they probably can't see the green. So it's like you have to give them the benefit of the doubt to say, like, like, hey guys, I'm waiting too. Like I'm on pace. As soon as they're clearing, I'm stepping up. I've already did my pre-shot talk to the camera if I'm commentating, right? If unless I'm just filming a quick video that I just want to make sure I'm like, well, 9 holes in 90 seconds or whatever the case, whatever that looks like. There's a lot of different ways to go about filming and what goes into it, and timing and pace of play. And I will say 9 times out of 10, I am set up waiting on somebody in front of me and I'm ready to hit my shot. As soon as it's time for me to hit, I'm going to be swinging. If I fall behind, I will put the camera up until I get back on play and I'll film from there. I won't keep filming and keep people behind the pace of play.
And no one, I don't think anyone's saying that, right? I think the thing is that, you know what, again, when you've been burned before, like, hey, you feel it. You still got the scars,
Yeah.
right? You still got the scars,
Yeah,
and the
absolutely.
scabs might be fresh sometimes, right? One of my brothers that I extremely trust on here, a great bro and a great supporter, and just a great dude, right here, Brad Ishins, right here, my dog. And I think he sums it up right here. Brad Ishins. Jordan's setup is smooth and fast. Not once it affected our pace of play.
Thank you,
And
Brad. I appreciate you, brother.
and and
That in itself means a lot to me.
and but again, like not everybody is going to be open minded that way, because then you're going to
Yeah.
have the old heads and the old school guys. Get camera, like right? And again, it's kind of like maybe somebody going out there and doing aim point.
Yeah.
Like it's like what like right? It's like what the fuck are you gonna do right here? And I think that's a
Yeah.
big thing right here. I've got some great comments right here. Okay, right here, Joseph Vega, right here. Not if you're good. It doesn't take a long time. Not if you're good. You're right. And that's one thing Ryan Lee will always say. He goes, "Hey, I'm putting here for I'm on in 3, putting for. I was like I'm on in 2, putting for birdie. You're barely on putting for bogey. Like
You're hacking it, but
who
you're
took
hacking
longer?"
it for double right now. Who
Right?
took longer?
Who took longer, right? And that's the real question, right? So
Yeah.
if you're a 20 handicap, I'm sorry, no
Put it up.
business, right? No business right here. And right here, Patty makes a great point right here. If you catch me on film and you make money off your content, am I entitled to royalties, or is it just a you thing?
Um,
See, there we. Hey, man, that's a good question right there.
you're not entitled to royalties, and I think that's with that being. I don't know if that's a joke or a serious comment, but I'm gonna answer it like a serious thing, right? Just because you go to an NBA basketball game and they put that on broadcast, if you get put on the jumbotron, you don't get royalties from going on the jumbotron. If you're at the Spurs game,
But you can get the followers, right? You can get the followers.
you
You
get
can
the
get the
followers.
clout. You can get a little clout. A little clout chasing,
Yeah,
right? Some clout chasers right
that's
there.
it. And I think I do a very good job of keeping people out of my videos if they don't want to be involved in them. And I usually I'll ask like, hey, I'm going to be filming. Are y'all okay with that? And if they say cool, then I'll keep going. If they say no, then I'll try to be as discreet as possible.
So right here, another question. If you stop filming, would you play better? And I mean, I think you kind of
No,
answered that already, right? Because it's now ingrained into your process,
yeah,
right?
it's built in. Even when I go to the range, I want to set up my tripod all the time and just film just to have that content and to see where my body is. I think it's actually helped me get better because I've seen the mistakes that I made with coming over the top so bad for the past year.
So as you've done this, I mean, it has to take longer when if you film 2 people.
Yeah. Well, and that is where that's where the difference comes up. If we have our own equipment and we're filming ourselves and then we combine, it doesn't take as long, right? But if you're with 2 people and y'all have one camera, that's going to take a little bit longer. And that's something that you kind of have to account for when it comes to pace of play. Like you got to be able, like or maybe buy the spot in front of you and make sure nobody's in front of you, or buy the slot behind you, or whatever it looks like. I see people doing it all the time. Now I don't have the kind of cash flow to do that.
Really, really?
Yeah, I see people do that. They'll buy three tee times creators that way that they have space in between them. That way that there's no pace of play issues there.
Dude, that makes a lot of sense, man. That does. That makes a lot of sense where the course isn't losing the money, because I guess that's always the biggest issue. It's like, hey,
That's it.
am I losing a time slot? Am I losing a tea time? Right there,
They
man.
don't care if you're filming. If you have that 2:30 slot and there's a 2:35 behind you, they just want to make sure that that spot is filled. That tee sheet is filled. So if you're purchasing that, then it's blocked off, just like it would be if you were at a tournament.
I need to find somebody with money, because I would love to see somebody just do that and like, hey guys, you might be on my ass right now, but you know what? I bought 3 tea times. Hey, don't. Hey, I'm on pace. Don't start. Don't start your crap. Right.
I'm a hole and a half in front of you. I'm good right now.
What's a brand out there that besides obviously you like Inland Grove? What's a brand out there that you think doesn't get enough props? You know, that maybe is an up and comer, and you see potentially they could make a dent or do some damage in regards to the I'd say maybe on the fat golf fashion side.
The Fab Golf fashion side. Um, See, man, that's so hard because there's so many different big companies. You got Breezy Apparel. Um, you got Good, of course. I always see Tamboria Golf. Not Felix. Felix. I think he
There you
has some
go.
flash.
We're looking for black. There you go. You found him.
There we go.
You
I
found
think he
him.
has some flashy but cool stuff, and I don't even know the guy. I'm just going off of what I've seen in the group chat in San Antonio
Dude,
Golf.
you know he called me on Facebook one time because so I click laugh a lot on post, right? Like it's
Yeah,
like this. Like I'm gonna say, you know what, you had a bad shot the other day. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna click laugh because hey,
you laugh.
I laughed, right? And so he called me. He freaking called me on Facebook, right? He called me Facebook. He goes, hey partner, or he goes, hey champ, do we got a problem? And I was like what? What do you mean problem? What are you talking about? I see you liking, you see you laughing at all my posts. You know, like hey, like somebody made a comment the other day to Jamie Golf, PGA Smith, whatever, right? And I ain't about that. You know, man, I'm trying to do something. I just got out of the pen and I'm trying to do something positive with my life, right? And I'm like this. Like I said, look, bro, you need to chill out. I said, I don't got a problem. I said, but we can have one real quick. Because in my mind, I'm thinking, hey, he doesn't want to go back. So I'm like, hey, punch me, hit me, go back, go back,
Go,
like,
go back.
go back.
Look, I don't want to fight you, but if you hit me, look, I'm gonna have to snitch, dog.
Right? I'm like this. I'm like, I said, I don't have a problem. I said, you know what? If I like or laugh at something, you know what I do? I'm gonna click the laugh. And I said, you know what? And I said, you're over here calling me. You don't even know. I said, you know, I played with Jamie the other day, right? I said, that's why I was in the picture. And he's like, oh, you were in the picture. And I said, yeah, I was in the picture. Well, I didn't know that. And I said, yeah, man. I said, well, you know what? Why don't you try getting some information before you start? I said, bro, acting real big. I'm over here on the
Yeah,
Facebook phone call. I said, acting real big. I'm like, well, we don't have a problem, but there can be one. And I'm ready. Like I said, where you
and
at?
that, and just to bounce something real quick, like that's part of being a creator that you got to handle. Like people, like if it's a reaction on the status for a reason, so people can press it. Like you can't. That's part of like you can't get your panties in a wad in situations like that. I've kind of learned that myself. Is like you can't respond to everybody's negative feedback. If you and even then you can't take everything as negative. You can't do it.
You know what? And like you said, there's going to be trolls, right? There's constantly going to be trolls,
It's
and they're
always
always on. They're always on here, right here. Armando Lopez, well, come play with me, Andy, and I'll buy them. And I was like, this shit. Like you better buy them. You won 400 and something dollars at freaking La Cantera. Like I mean, if I
Oh,
were you, I'd buy them too. You know,
tea time
and
on Armando.
right there, Joseph Vega, San Antonio's own Stripe and Pipe. Okay,
Pipe and pie. Is it their culling blend? Is that what it is? Or
They
is it
they
just a
have
strong?
they
Just
have
some
some, but
culling
what I like is that they do have like this is I got this Parland stuff. It's probably the only thing I could afford. It was $34. It was the only thing I could afford in there. Okay, because you know
blend?
what?
So does that mean it's pricey?
Because custom stuff like you know, and you know this, people's like the smaller brands, they're just as pricey, bro.
Yeah.
They're just as pricey. And like I said, when I went in there and I spoke with the owner at like one of the street night merchant shops, and then I spoke with the owner's wife. Nice people. But again, I said, man, I need to try on these polos, and I'm just like, dude, I got some man boobs, I got curves, like man, it's like the John Legend song, all the perfect imperfections,
He's
and
like this. He's like this shirt ain't fit me the way they said it was gonna fit me.
like
He's like, what is going on here?
I was like, why does it look like good on that mannequin and even the chunky kid? How come like it doesn't look? And so I have to try things on because especially with the cheaper brands, they don't sit as good. And again, I want to give them a shot. I do. I want to give them a chance. And so I like the stuff they have in there and it's cool, but I'm like, man, I love my swag head covers, and I'm like, I don't think I'll ever, I said, man, the quality is just like,
Yeah. I mean, I still like Bad Birdie too. Honestly, like that's still one of
yeah,
my
it's a,
favorite
it's a,
clothes.
it's a, it's a badass brand. And I'm just like,
Yeah, and I know how big they are now. Right? Like I know that they're nothing local. There's also a brand here in New Braunfels called Staunch, and they got some pretty dope stuff too. It's downtown New Braunfels, right next to Scores Sports Bar, right there. So
yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
The ones I like too, that they're really cool guys. I've met them several times. Is the Bogey Brothers.
yeah, okay, yeah, that one too.
They make some quality stuff, and they're out of Houston.
Oh, I did not realize they were out of Houston. I did
Dude,
not think they were in Texas. For some reason, I had been first. Arizona was in my mind. I don't know why.
no, dude, they're Texas guys. Like
See,
you'll
that's big. I
they'll
like their stuff.
they'll be here for the VT. They'll be here for the VTO, and they see people wearing their stuff, bro. Here's two polos. Here's two hats. Like,
And
dude, and I'm just like this. I got one hat. I got one polo because they're still expensive AF. Like, man, I'm like this. I'm gonna wear them every day. I'm gonna be like, hey, I'm gonna wear them. I'm gonna wear them every day. To see,
yeah,
because they were sitting right next to us because we're in the hospitality room at the VTO, and they were in the room with us, but I had no merch on. I had none of their shit on. I'm like, this is the
I
kind
mean,
of luck I have.
it's one of those things too. Like, why is every golf polo $89?
Hey,
Why?
hey, but right now it's the fake ass sale, and then they have to come out and say, no, that's not us. We're not selling it for $5.99 up a shirt.
No, that's not actually us. We're not actually doing that out.
Right here, Patty Cottrell. You have to try things on because you have love handles like me. Like, but yeah, but Patty, you're like 6'3" and like a white, good-looking guy. I'm 5'4" and I probably weigh the same. So that's probably the problem. It's like I
I
got
haven't
the
met Patty in person. I want to meet him in person. He seems like a good dude.
bro. He's a New Yorker, bro. Hey, he's a New Yorker.
I love it.
Hey, he's a retired firefighter. He's a yonker. Hey, he's a yonker, dude. He's my boy, dude. He's one of the
What are
best
you gonna
people.
do with that?
Exactly. Use guys. And so
Yeah.
like he's hell of a golfer, hell of a brother. He's one of my boys, and he's one of the best people, bro. And that's one thing I can definitely say right here. Best golf
Nice.
memory right here. We've been on almost for 2 hours right here, but man, it's been a great ride so far. So right here, as we kind of get towards the end, best golf memory.
Man, I really do. I would have to say, I actually, you know what? I think taking my son out for the first time. I think that's been probably one of the better
Beautiful.
things that I've loved. And he loves to play golf. Every time he sees me pick up a club, he's like, "Daddy, can I go? Daddy, can I go to the range?" I think that really has been my favorite part about the game of golf itself is watching him grow to be in love with it too. So right now, that has to be it for me.
Bro, that's something beautiful. And dude, I tried everything, bro. I let my girls pick the snack. They're like, on the way to the course, Dad, what snack are we gonna get today? And I'm over here in my mind, I don't give a shit. I just want you to be out here with me, right? I just want you to be,
Yeah,
Dad,
that's it.
can I drive the cart? Hell yeah, you can drive the cart, babe. Man, I wish so every I'm talking about best golf memory, right? And I love yours, right, bro? Because it's you and your boy.
Yeah.
But every Father's Day, my wife always asks me, "What do you want to do?" And I said, I have a tradition. I said, I want to do what I love to do on my own time. I love golf. I want to golf with my family, with my girls. And so we'll go and we'll play 9 holes and we'll drive the cart and we play scramble, just whatever. And it's like,
Just out there to have fun.
bro, like I couldn't tell you what one of those outings was my favorite, but like, they take it seriously. They're trying their best, and man, they're marking the ball and they're writing down the score, and like it's just that's one thing. Like, it's always gonna stand out to me is like, what, for my day, I was like, I want to do what I love and I want to share it with my girls.
Yeah, that's the joy and passion behind it for sure. That's the best part of golf is just watching them be out there and be happy. Go touch some grass. Be happy out and be outside. Touch some grass.
Right, bro. Right here, Patty. I'm with you, Jay. I feel so selfish sometimes, but Daddy deserves the 8 hours away for golf.
Hey, Patty. Hey, I'm right there with you. It's like, man, like, son, I want to bring you with me, but I know you're gonna be hungry halfway through. I know you're gonna be tired. I know you're gonna want to leave. You're gonna want some juice. You're gonna be swinging in my backswing. You're gonna be screaming in my backswing.
Oh, dude. So if you're listening, you know the story. So we're out there on the course. One of the guys has his son with them, right? And it's just kind of like it's a sundown money game. Well, the son's got to go to the bathroom real bad, right? And he's like, "Oh, we'll just wait. We'll get to the restroom here." Well, next thing you know, he's like maybe like 3 or 4 years old. He goes in the bushes and he just starts dropping a deuce out there.
Oh my God! I thought you was gonna say he's gonna start pissing. It's just, come on now. We just out here popping squats in the woods.
And I'm like, "There's no way." And it's like, "Yes," what I mean. And I'm like, "Oh," I was like, "Oh, it's a little poop though." But I mean, like, it's not a real man shit. It's a little one
I mean,
right
I guess
there.
it would be like a deer.
But I'm just like, hey, like, is that how comfortable we are out here, right? Is that how comfortable we are out here,
Hey, that's the game we love.
right here? All right, brother. As we wrap up right here, my final question to you right here is, who are you playing your final round of golf with?
Ooh. Okay, by that time, hopefully I'm a little elderly. And by that time, hopefully my son still loves the game of golf. I'm going to have to share it with him. I can't, I'm going to have to go back to him. As a real life thing, I want to be able to share that moment and that compassion and that love and, him maybe carry on that as well. But definitely, I was going to say God, but if I'm playing with God, then I'm probably not swinging a real club.
Right? It's like this. I was like, man, it might be the latest. This might be the QI 95, but you know what? I was like, it ain't real right there. It ain't real. All right, man. Jordan, thank you so much for being on, my brother, tonight, man. You got any questions for me, man, as we wrap up right here, brother?
Not a whole lot, man. I appreciate you for having me on, Andy. It's been a blast. Shout out to everybody that's really, interacted and said something in the comments. I appreciate y'all as well. Don't get sick of seeing my face because I promise you're going to see it a lot more.
Right here, brother. And we look forward to it, brother. How can we reach you? How can we follow you? How can we support you, brother?
Yeah, all of my socials, it's all Javante23 for everything. That's TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. You can catch me on there, of course. Always trying to interact with everybody, really. So, yeah, make sure you go hit that follow button. Say what's up. PVO Golf on YouTube is what it is. We're going to start growing that pretty quickly, hopefully, within the next couple months in 2026. So, looking forward to that.
Patty Control right here. I wish these kids would understand in 20 to 30 years the only thing you're going to get better at is possibly golf. I'm not going to get better at basketball or start throwing 90 at 44 years old. Got to grow this game. Amen, bro. Amen.
Amen.
I'm like a fine boxed wine. I keep getting better with age, baby. I keep getting better. Every month I get better.
I tell you what, it's a lot of them old timers out there that I see. They just hit it right down the pipe every single time. So,
bro, one of the guys, if you ever have a chance to in FOREBROS that you need to play with, it's Dick Salinas, bro. Old Dick Salinas, dude. With the bullet in his mouth, smoking a cigarette, piping 270 right down the pipe.
Never misses a fairway.
Bro, gamer, dude. Like, hey, ain't scared of shit. Take any bet, 555, 10, 10, 10, Scottish, dots, wolf, whatever, bro. He's the man, bro. He's the man. Well,
Completely down, man.
Jordan, thanks so much, my brother, for being on. I appreciate it. I've taken up a lot of your time tonight. And hey, man,
Thank you.
I'm rooting for you. I'm supporting you. Let me know how I can help you. So thankful to have you on, my brother.
Thank you, Andy. I really do appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody too, man. I love y'all.
All right, brother. You have a good night.
Thank you. You too.
That's Jordan right there, man. That's Jordan right there. Dude, such a good guy, always bringing the vibes. And I think the thing is that going into the year of 2026, one of my golf goals was to really enjoy being out there just a little bit more. I still love, don't get me wrong, I still love to take, pictures of golf courses, and I love, the scenic shots. I'm really trying to kind of scale back on that part and take in more of the round and more of my brothers and more of not where I'm at, but who I'm with. And it was a beautiful time this past freaking weekend being out there in Alice, Texas with my brothers. I'm so thankful to Leo, RG for having me on his team, with Gowie and with Pete. And, being out there and seeing all the love that everybody has for Mike Ayala and his mom. And it was so beautiful to just see that whole community come together to support, one of their own, to support a lady that she runs Coyote Athletics and does a lot for Alice athletic department there in Alice, Texas. And you know what? Like, a lot of guys dog on that course, dude. Like, but damn, dude, it's just it's a Muni. Like, it is a Muni. Muni golf is dying, right? Muni golf is dying, and it felt so right to be there. I know the course is a little beat up, and I can't wait. I know Jay's got some great things and great plans going on, and I hope it does continue to get better. And like, Muni golf is alive in Atlas, Texas, baby. And I'm not like, man, I love that little track. I want it. It got my ass. I did not play well there. But I said we're gonna come back. I said hopefully it's not gonna take me another 30 years to play it, because that was the last time I played it until this past weekend. It was 30 years ago. I was freaking 16 the last time I played that course. I'm thankful to all my brothers and all my four bros that live out there in Alice. It was great to feel the love, to be embraced by Alice, Texas, and it's a great time to be a four bro. I'm selfish, yes, but I want to share this with all everybody else out there. Four Bros Tour, never golf alone again. And when we say that, we don't say the slogan because it's cool, it's catchy. We say it because we mean it. If you don't have a home, Four Bros Tour has a home for you. Make sure, if you want to learn more about Four Bros, we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we are on TikTok. Hey, go to nothingisob.com. Right there, there's a tab up top. It says Four Bros Tour. Click on it. It will take you to our Unknown Golf site, and it'll take you to our Four Bros Facebook page. It'll ask you some questions, how to become a member. And we are a member first organization. We don't keep any of the money. We have a hole in one pot. We give back to our bros. We barbecue for our bros. We have the Summer Cup. We have the Four Bros Tour Cup. And it's a great time to be a four bro, and we want you out there. Never golf alone again. And I wanted to say a special thank you to our studio sponsor. We've been coming live from the Texas Chancla Studios. Make sure you hit up my guy, Jesse Hernandez. If you get into any trouble, you need the best criminal defense attorney out there, personal injury, divorce, any criminal, DWI, criminal court cases, hit him up. That's a Texas Chancla. Man, he'll slap him for you right here. Hit him up at jessehernandezlaw.com or hit him up at 210-807-8656. That's Jesse Hernandez, coming live from the Texas Chancla Studios. Hey guys, thanks so much for tuning in. Guys, please continue to support my sponsors, support Four Bros Tour, support the Texas Chancla. Man, click like, subscribe, share it to somebody. Let's continue to grow this podcast. It's been 8 years, baby. 8 years. Established in 2018, Nothing is OB South Texas Golf Podcast. That's golf, bro.